To Artist in Recovery / DarrylP. What's going on, dude? It's about 2:38 in the morning, I think, or 2:28. 2:28, I think. Yeah. Barely see sort of shit in my glasses anyway. It's Monday. It's the 11th May. Oh, actually, it's the 12th, 2025. Dude, did you happen to hug your mother? Did you give her a hug from me? I hope so. Because cherish each day with her, dude. And if you have to, if she's getting into a situation, become her caregiver. Become her caregiver. Live the last days of her life with you doing 24/7 on her. That's important, Daryl. That's important. Doing the long-term caregiving, it takes a lot out of a person. I know it's been taking a lot out of me. The anniversaries get harder and harder to deal with. Holidays are getting harder and harder to deal with, especially when I've lost my family. Ma, I did long term on her, was my big brother, and then I had to do long term on him until he passed. But I'll tell you something, after losing a relative that you'd taken care of for a long while, your life has changed forever, dude. There are some days that I do think about drinking. I think about it and I push this damn shit aside and I deal with the drinking I got right now. I'm constantly getting Gatorades and Tang, lemon, lime, and orange flavors. These days I'm getting ginger ale soda. I used to be a big soda fan a long time ago. Now I'm just a milk fanatic. But yeah, I'm in the ginger ale right now because it settles the stomach out a bit. Milk does too, but especially when I need to get rid of most of the stuff out of my gut one way or another, I have to use the Gatorade to settle it down so I'm not having anything coming from the pipes up, only from the pipes down. So I need that going. And I drink the Gatorade because I like it. I get the Tang mixed in with it, so I have the vitamin C mixtures with it. But the things I can't deal with is the memories that holidays are bringing up that are kicking my ass. Mother's Day, especially one of those holidays, dude. A lot of people have been showing how they've been dealing with loved ones on Earth and other places, but they're out there trying to celebrate it. I was at home crying my eyeballs out, holding my dog and just loving her a great deal. I know they're saying I need to go out there, but every time I keep seeing some of those damn faces popping up on social media, I'm blocking them left and right. Dude, I've got problems concerning about people like this. I've already been burned once. I don't need to get torched again. I don't trust very easily. Hell, I don't even trust you half the time anyway. You don't hardly ever talk to me anymore. You used to a long time ago, but since you got too damn big for your own britches, once in a while I will send a letter over to you just to see what's going on. And if you'll ever respond, too big for your own damn britches, that's what you are. I'll try. My audience is small enough anyway. I don't even know why to stick around with an asshole like me in the first place. I appreciate them. Appreciate the comments. To a point. Dealing with Mother's Day was... I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it. There have been things I celebrated with Mother's Day when Ma was alive and Dave was alive and we were able to have a car that worked and we were able to get around to different places that were in existence at that time. restaurants and malls open, stores to shop. Something to make my mama's day worthwhile. The last several years of her life, when she became more and more bedridden, more and more out of it, she wasn't able to go out and enjoy life as much. Having the dogs around her all the time is one thing, and a big poster bed. And watching television, that's what kept my mama going. She was actually able to get to a bathroom and do some stuff. But when we moved into an apartment, that's when she really changed. And that's where we had to deal with the bedpan situation all the damn time. And deal with the bedridden until it was hard to see her go that way. And as much as I'm saying it's hard for me to see her in that situation going that way, I was also seeing the causes of what was happening, draining her spirit dry, dude. She used to have sisters and sister-in-laws and brother-in-laws, cousins that she loved as her own kin. Losing them throughout her life was taking a lot out of her. Until the point she just almost gave up on life. Despite the fact my brother and I were doing the 24/7 the caregiver for her. I'd already seen how destructive isolation can be. I mean, royally. When you put a person into a nursing home and there's nobody there to take care of the person. Or hardly. It happened to a great aunt of mine, and I loved her dearly. I changed the behavior on her that I didn't realize. I didn't realize that her meanness was her grieving process happening. She had a husband named Al Marshall, and her name was Ida May Marshall. Called her Aunt May all the time. When she lost the love of her life, dude, it changed her a great deal. She was no longer able to take care of herself eventually. And then one of my uncles had to put her into a nursing home because he was in charge of her care. He had the power of attorney. I don't know if it was durable or not. Well, when Ma found out what kind of existence Aunt May was like having, there was no way that our grandmother, which was her sister, and Ma would allow Aunt May to be in that kind of a situation. They fought with Uncle Bill on that one and got her out. And she lived with Grandma for a time until we had a house that could accommodate both Grandma and Aunt May, and then David, me, and Ma. Tight fit, but it was doable. And during those last 3 years of her life, actually in the first year of her life, she was really out of it. But I did a lot of praying in this lady. I didn't want to lose her. And I didn't. At least not yet, anyway. One day she's sitting in the living room and looking at me very sorry. I said, "What are you doing?" I climbed up on her, grabbed her face with my hands, tiny as they were. I said, "I don't care how mean you are, Aunt May. I still always love you." Somebody must have seen that because I kept repeating the story so many damn times throughout the years. And changed Aunt May right there. She realized she actually had somebody she wanted to care about. She already had Uncle Al gone, but there was a kid who loved her. And I guess in a way I became her kid for a short time. That was it, Ma's kid. And I tell you, when she was going to the hospital, I was so damn afraid of losing her. It's like losing a best friend. I didn't have that many friends growing up as a kid. You kidding me? Shit. Move one place to another place, you don't make that much friends and keep them around all that much. Some friends I actually had for over 40 years, but then parted ways. That May was special. I didn't want to lose her. On my 12th or 13th birthday, I did. It was like minutes after my birthday ended. And May passed. And I'm sobbing in my bed after hearing the news from Ma. And then I heard the sirens coming in. She was gone. She was gone. But at least it was a few years that mattered a great deal to both of us. After that, it became harder becoming a caregiver during those days. Dealt about a year or less about my grandmother going into the hospital. I mean, hell, Ma and Grandma sometimes would have arguments like crazy, but this one was a whaler. She had her, she had some kin. She had some kids out in San Diego. Took a flight out. Did to give Ma and Grandma some time to cool off a little bit. Next thing we hear, she's in the hospital with a stroke. Half her body went dead. Shit. I was already spending junior high with trying to deal with that May's death. Now I got to deal with Grandma's body deteriorating. About 3 or 4 years. Grandma was dealing in a vegetative state somewhat. Delirious at times. Ma doing 24/7. Dave in the military, then coming back out on unauthorized leave. Had to go back in, complete something, come back out more fucked up than usual. But he was still helping out with Mama and Grandma. And me, I had to go to junior high while Grandma was being a vegetative state, and then going to high school for the first year. And then she passes away. About 82. 82, 83, somewhere in that time. So I had to deal with that kind of crap going on. Ma already had to go out there and look for work. David's already medically fucked up already. I mean, hard times. I met a hell of a lot of people, friends out there in the land of recovery. Dave had to hit his bottom back in 85. And when he passed, he had 32 years. He was very proud of that shit too there, dude. I would have used every other damn excuse to hide. I didn't want to deal with any of the pain and anything else. But I had to keep working. I had to keep doing odd jobs here and there. I didn't want to deal with David and his mental issues or his addicting issues. But he was still going through recovery. And he fought like hell to keep the recovery because he already saw what it was like when he wasn't. And he didn't like himself. And he didn't like the way Ma looked at him. So he did it for her as well as for himself. An ongoing Mother's Day gift to my mama. My brother's sobriety. I don't know if mine ever counted for Ma. Probably did. And I missed a bastard. He passed away in 2018, in September. Ma back in 2013, in February. A lot of things to go through. I've seen friends in the program die. One guy shot himself. Things became so rough for this guy. He committed suicide. There's another friend of mine who was going through cancer. And I miss her too. I found some old pictures about a few days before Mother's Day happened. I wanted to put them in. My computers were having issues regarding how to make a collage with sound on them. I'm still trying to learn how to get one of the computers working here, so I can get that going. I was hoping to get a Mother's Day video out, so I may be delayed months on this one, or maybe less. I hope not, because it matters to me. It matters to me. But dude, I'm understanding more and more how Ma felt. I understand how she felt. And when she was losing people left and right, when she was losing close loved ones, didn't matter if they're friends or family, didn't matter. Even pets. Everything added a strain to her. And she just couldn't take it anymore. Even Dave and I couldn't bring her out of that damn thing that she was going through. But I'm understanding that mental state more and more. I do understand it. At least I hope I have. I don't share the opinion that I gotta be following down that damn pathway of self-destruction. But I understand about that frickin' depression working like crazy on her. Working on me a great deal. Every year, Darryl, it gets harder and harder to deal with this shit. When I have to be the memory, I have to be the storyteller of my family. I have to keep talking about them. On videos left and right, even this early in the morning. I mean, shit, it's only about 2:45 right now. And I'm trying to keep an ear open for Mama and her whining. I'm wondering how my dog's doing. I'm afraid of losing her. See, I don't know how the hell I'm going to be able to deal with it when she's gone. She's almost the last living thing I've got that matters a great deal to me right here and right now. I can't say for the damn bug war I've got in this place. They don't pain in the asses as they are. My dog may be a pain in the ass, but she's my pain in the ass. And I don't care. I love her anyway. I love her a great deal, and I don't like to lose people or animals. So I've got that to deal with. And it hurts like hell. It hurts like hell when I'm dealing with this shit. How else am I not supposed to be able to deal with it? I don't have an answer for it, Darryl. I don't. I miss Ma. I miss Dave. I miss them both. The only portrait we ever had of each other, and it was one family, is the day we had to go over to LA County Fair to deal with one of Ma's clients, but also to have fun over there. That picture, that old picture that you see down there on the cabinet, I keep reposting that every so often. That's the only collage I've got of them. Darryl, keep holding on to your sobriety. Keep holding on to sobriety. Make that promise be solidified with your mother. Don't take the moments for granted, dude. Love her a great deal and then love her a lot more. Do what you have to do to keep that love alive. Because once she's gone, it hurts too damn badly for me talking about it. Because I've gone through it too many damn times. Too many damn times, Daryl. I miss them. Every time the holidays come up, every time there's a celebration, I miss them. Because it meant that much more to me. And I mourn, I cry, and I weep. There's nothing wrong with it. It's because I had that much love for them. Hey, here's the thing. I'm trying not to chase them either into the grave. I still got to take care of things above the grave. And I have to. I have to. Because I don't know what the hell is going to happen afterwards. I don't know who's going to be taking care of the rest of the junk I've got around here. And who's going to be taking care of the ashes. I have to send them to someone. If there's anybody alive I trust that can hold on to the ashes of everybody I've got up in there. Be lucky, be grateful. Be lucky, be grateful that you still have your mother. I'll never know what happens when it happens. We'll have more discussions on that one afterwards, my friend. The Maltese. Oh, that's until next time.